It's been a while since I've done one of these, but Panini and EFL have literally given me no choice. Um, yeah, Panini obviously they do the. I should probably say hello, and yeah, I'm back, but not back. I just thought I basically EFL and Panini have released all these stickers for the 72 teams in the English leagues. So everything outside of the Premier League, not the top 20, basically. And it's the first time they've done that since about 1995, I think. I'm old, but I'm not that old, so I wasn't actually born then. So this is like completely legendary. And yeah, I have spent 41 of my hard-earned English pounds on about. I think it's basically yeah. This box contains 36 packets of stickers. Each of them have 5 stickers in them. So you've got literally, I think, 180 stickers in that box alone. I basically spent 41 quid on a big starter pack, basically. But yeah, I've also got 5 that actually came. Is it 5 or 6? 5. No. Yeah, 5. It looks like 6, but maybe I was seeing double today. I was at Ashton Gate yesterday. Yeah, a lot of you watching this will know I'm a diehard Bristol City fan. Been a season ticket holder since 2001. Yes, that is Alex Scott signed shirt on my wall. Thank you, Dad, for that one. And all my shirts are on the right. Some of them are other teams. Like I've got a Nashville shirt and a couple of England shirts and a few other teams in there. I think I've got an Inter Milan shirt as well. But yeah, that shirt collection is ever growing. With this being released now, this is gonna become my end of year sort of thing to do. I don't know how long this trend's gonna go on for, but I was at Ashton Gate yesterday, and they had their own. There was an EFL Panini like stand within Ashton Gate itself, and it was grown men just buying stickers and album and the EFL album and stuff like that. So it's not just me. There are grown men doing this. It might just be. It could just be me and a handful of others, but yeah, I'm sure I'm not the only 28-year-old that's spending their hard-earned money on stuff like this. So yeah, basically, I've already pre-opened this sleeve for the book. It's pretty nicely done. There's lots of like little clips of players on it, and and you've got all the different kinds of stickers that come in this book. Excuse me. I had a heavy one yesterday at the gate. We did beat Swansea 3-0, and we were out. It was a half-12 kick-off, and we were out till probably. I think we got the bus home about 8, so we were out for most of the day. So yeah, I'm a bit rough today, a bit ropey, but yeah. So this comes in that packet. This is your EFL album. So you got a handful of players on there. I think that's is that O'Brien in the middle for Wrexham, but yeah. Sorry if I've got that wrong. There's a couple of there's a handful of players on there. But yeah, big EFL fan. I hope we do get to the Premier League eventually, us being Bristol City. But if we were stuck in the EFL forever, it wouldn't be the end of the world. But the ultimate aim is for us to get to the Premier League. And would I probably do the Premier League match stats if we got there? Possibly, I don't know. But this just feels like pure EFL Panini. Just feels like pure nostalgia. So yeah, I'll probably flick through this book for you guys. Whoever the 2 or 3 people that will be watching it. Yeah, you guys can see what's kind of in here, the kind of things that are in there. So you basically got I think every Championship club in here. I think that's Oxford United down there. Sorry if it's upside down. Why don't I just do this? Yeah. There we go. That's better. You guys can see that. I'm an idiot. Birmingham City. So less said about what's been released on their social media lately in terms of their new stadium, the better. Because being in the world of architecture, it's really not for me, that stadium. But yeah, I try not to be too opinionated on things like that. But here we go. This is the one we want. This is the Holy Grail. Okay, So if we can collect every single Bristol City player, that'd be great. But yeah, enough faffing. Let's just flick through this bit more. But every championship team's in here, and I think you've got a couple of special categories like elites. They're basically special stickers from select group of players in the EFL. Every championship team, and then I think you've got half a page for League One teams. So I think that's Burton and Bradford. They've got half a page each. Championship teams have 2 pages, so a double spread. And then for teams in League Two, I think they've got basically, if I can get back to the League Two, we've got raised in the EFL before League Two. There is an Antoine Semenyo card, I think, sticker that I would really like. That's the biggest wants in terms of the collection. If I can get that Antoine Semenyo sticker, then I'm going to be buzzing. I'm going to be buzzing anyway, but yeah. But yeah, the blimmin' League Two, you've basically got half a side of A4 for each team. So it feels like there's not a lot of them going around, but yeah, maybe obviously this book would be like hundreds of pages long. Well, it would be 72 pages long, plus all the other guff they got inside, and then plus all the special categories they've got. But yeah, there are some actual stickers like hidden in here. I'm going to try and not to. So there is a part of your starter book. You do get a set of stickers that are sort of. And I'm trying not to break this because it feels pretty precarious. I felt like I've broken it already, to be honest. Okay. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Okay, I don't think I've completely butchered that. Joel Pereira and Kelvin Abrifa. It's a red in duo. And Deshaun Bernard. It's got a little tear on the side, but I don't think it affects the sticker. But those are the first 2 we've got. But these actually come, as I said, with a book. So, and then we've got a selection of 4 here. We've got Bobby Thomas from Coventry, Connor Ogilvie from Portsmouth, Melker Vidal from Swansea. We destroyed them yesterday. And then a Blackpool duo in Oliver Casey. Did Oliver Casey transfer to Charlton? Have I got that wrong? I'm pretty sure I might have got that wrong, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that was done in the summer. And Hayden Coulson's on here as well. But yeah, so first 6, pretty solid start. No City players yet, but you can already see we're 8 minutes in, and I haven't actually yet opened any of the 36 packets. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm just going to adjust that a minute. There we go. So yeah, there's 5 stickers here. There's 36 packets there. That means there's 41 packets of stickers. Do the maths on that. 5 times 41, 205. So quick maths that. But yeah, that's a lot of stickers to open. I was just not even going to waste any more time on this. It's probably going to be a half an hour video of me just opening bloody stickers, which is, yeah. The first actual packet we've got. Bear with me a sec. I feel like there's an art to opening these that I've yet to master one packet in, but I'm sure I'll get a hang of it eventually. I'm just checking there's no more in there. So first packet, Mansfield badge, nice, shiny. Elite Ruben Colwell, that's going in the bin. Yeah, no, we don't want any. I mean, that's a pretty good Cardiff player to get. I mean, you've got Elite already, but it's a Cardiff player, and obviously being City, like that's Bristol City, that's not what we want. But yeah, that's going. Yeah, sorry, get out of here. It's got fly down there. I'll pick it up. I'll pick it up later on and shred it after that. But yeah, no, just kidding. Of course I'll collect them, but it's the Bristol Rovers ones we really don't want. The gas stickers. So we got. I think that's a Stockport double. They're doing well this season with Dave Challoner in charge. Huddersfield double, and a Peter. Oh, and a bloody hell, stickers going everywhere. And a Peterborough double. Look at that. Good start so far. apart from Ruben Colwell, who was got an elite, but not the elite we wanted. I'm not sure which Bristol City players have the special cards, but the second pack we've got shiny. I think it's a badge shiny, and it's, oh, for God's sake, like, it had to be them, didn't it? Like, all I'm gonna say is 3-0. Yes, Swansea badge. Have some of that. It was meant to be, wasn't it? It was bound to happen. We've got a blimmin' Notts County double, and I forgot what badge that is at the top. I can't remember who they are. Sorry if you support this team. I actually don't know who they are. We've got King Power Stadium. We've got Josh Madger. He was on fire last season, but it seems like West Brom are just a bit stinking the gaff out a bit at the moment. But they almost got a result at Coventry yesterday. But Jason Mullenby did Jason Mullenby things and got sent off. So that's Josh Madger. And then we got Ben Mee. He's been round the block, hasn't he? Surprised if he ends like why is he not back at Nottingham Forest with Daishi? Ben Mee, Christ, like, should be there, shouldn't he? Even though he's probably not good enough for the Premier League anymore. But yeah, got, who are they? Crawley, is that Crawley Town? We've got Crawley Town double, Gillingham double, blimmin' Newport County double and a Salford double. And we got Malka Vedor again, so that's already a dupe. We've already got a Swansea dupe. That's going straight over there with bloody Ruben Colwell. Callie Saney from Middlesbrough, not bad. Paul, and then Lucas Jensen from Millwall. So good start. Yeah, then not totally. It's been average at the moment. We're probably, you know, had a couple of shots on target, but not really creating too much. Not absolutely peppering the goal yet in terms of what we've been pulling, but to be honest, it's like that in general for me in terms of pulling. But yeah, you know, you get the point. George Miller and Harvey Davis. So we got Cheltenham. Big up Cheltenham, by the way, and Steve Cottrell. Steve Cottrell, City legend. Love the guy, love the bloke. Steve. So we got a Crawley. I think it's a Crawley Town and Cheltenham double. We got shiny Ben Whiteman from Preston. That's a good shout. Ben HD on YouTube would be loving that. Shiny Ben Whiteman. Who's that? That's a Bolton double. Barnsley double. And David Ozo from Derby. What a player, by the way. He's a cracking player, but he was injured for a lot of last season. I remember us playing Derby, I think pretty early on in the season, and Derby beat us, I think 3-0 or something like that. And this was one of the early games of the season when Liam Manning was getting his processes and behaviours across, and we got whacked 3-0. But we started well, but David Ozo just felt like he controlled the game, controlled the midfield from that point of view. Preston badge, and next one, Accrington Stanley there, 2 shinies in a row. Liam Cullen from Swansea, 3-0. Sorry, mate. He always scores against us, this guy. And he had a great opportunity yesterday. He just blazed it over from about 12 yards out. And it was just like, I mean, Swansea had chances yesterday. They did have chances, but they just couldn't finish. But yeah, Liam Cullen. Sonye Hansen at Borough. It's going to be interesting when Kim Helberg gets his work permit, what happens there with them. Gustavo Hamer, he's probably one of the best players in the league, isn't he? On his day, like in fact, he probably is one of the best players in the league. But obviously, Sheffield United are stinking the gaff out this season, and 4-1 on the opening day. Sorry, guys, we had to get revenge for the 6-0 in the playoffs at some point, and it was just very fitting we did it on the opening day of the season. But yeah, we're now into the 36. We've done the first 5. We now got 36. So that means is what? You 30, yeah, maths is 180 whatever stickers left to go. But yeah, this is going to be this might nearly be an hour long video. So if you even make it if you've made it to this point, like seriously, you're how have I not bored you to death? I probably have bored you to death. You've probably got it in the background whilst you're eating whatever you're having for dinner on this cold, miserable Sunday night. But yeah, first one out of 36. Oh, this is a hell. What? Free shine. Look at this. Shiny, shiny, shiny. That's a hell of a pack. So what we got here? Lewis Swing, Reading, Bobby Poynton, Bradford. We got Burton Albion's badge. Sorry, I'm sort of like not really showing you these, am I? Bobby Poynton, Lewis Swing, Burton Albion's badge. Jakub Storlarsic. Sorry, I really Somerset there, didn't I? Went really Somerset from Leicester. Sorry if I've totally butchered that. And Edo Kayembe from Watford. So yeah, not bad. That was probably the best pack we've had so far. But still, I'm only 6 packs in. We're going to get a City player at some point. I've just opened this one upside down. So that's probably really bad luck. But you know, can't get any worse than this, can it? It can. 83. That's going to be a chat. Oh, holy crap. No, this is a pull. This is a pull. Bayo, focus in. Focus on Bayo. Focus on Adebayo Akinfenwa, raised in the EFL. Now that is a pull. Beast mode activated. KSI, blimmin', he'd be all over that, wouldn't he? That is a hell of a pull. That's the best. That's the best by a mile we got. So it might be the best thing we packed. Oh, I've just seen something in this set of 5. Now this is the best pack so far. Reece Hutchinson. I think that's a Crew Alexander double, and I think that's a Barrow double as well. Not the best, but we've got Jake Cooper shiny Millwall, and we met him in the car park last night. I gave him I shook his hand. I was like, Twiney, in good old Struber fashion. But we got Scott Twine. So that is like, get in there already. Scott Twine and Rob Apter, who looks like a good player from Charlton. But that's the best pack so far, easily. Like Akinfenwa and Twine in the same pack. Like that is Champions League level of legendariness. Excuse me. I'm gonna have a drink in a minute. My throat is very ticklish. I threw too many Guinnesses last night, I think. Next pack. There's another shiny in here. Plymouth double. Ricky P. Ricardo Pereira from Leicester. Again, another one who's had a lot of injury problems. Elite Michael Cheek. Was that Bromley? From Bromley. I think it's Bromley. Michael Cheek. Can't say I've heard too much about him, but Ryan Hedges from Blackburn. And I think we've had a couple of Barnsley doubles. But David McGoldrick, that's a hell of a pull. What a legend he is. Absolute goal scoring machine. David McGoldrick. I still remember his absolute shank when he was through 1-on-1 when we played Nottingham Forest a few years ago. He was through 1-on-1 and he absolutely shanked it, and it was just me and Liam couldn't stop laughing, but it was absolutely hilarious. So, Jaden Stockley, P&E shiny, Chesterfield badge, not bad. Luton double, I think Malenik, Ali and Jerry Yates, decent attacking duo for League One. Those two. Jack Wilshere's done all right in there so far, hasn't he? I think he had 4 wins in his first 5 or something like that after losing his opening game. But Nestor Irankunda, he's potentially a baller. Like, they signed him from Bayern, I think. But Nestor Irankunda, baller. Callum Britton, not bad. We're slowly going through all of these. It's probably going to take me longer to upload this video than it is actually for me recording. I might actually run out of memory on my phone, but we'll have to wait and see. We've got Oxford Stadium. Is it Kassam? Yeah, Kassam, with its famous 3 stands, and Frankie and Benny's, I think, is at one end of the stadium, outside in the car park. Got Colchester and Crawley Town double. Got an upside down Julian Carranza from Leicester. And we've got a Jamie McDonnell and Deji Oshiojaya. I can't say that. It's Mansfield double. And then we got our first Norwich player, Jacob Wright. I think Liam Manning, I don't know if he refused to play him in his very short but sweet tenure at Norwich, but it felt like he hardly got a look in. And I've watched a bit of Norwich stuff recently because of all the things that's going on there, and it feels like he didn't get much of a look in when he perhaps should have, and it feels like they quite rate him over at Norwich. But yeah, my battery's on 20%, so hopefully it lasts to the end. I've got Peterborough double, next one. We got Cameron Brannigan, who I'm pretty sure we were linked with like 4 or 5 times when Manning was with us. We got Ryan Broom, Leanne Gales, that's a Cheltenham double, and a Newport double. So that's that. Jake Clark Salter of QPR, and another Plymouth double, but I think they're 2 separate players. My whole evening is going to be spent sticking these in later on, and it's going to take ages to stick best part of 200 stickers into a book. I think we've only got 1 duplicate so far, so it's a good start. Next one. 21 minutes in, and nobody's watching this at this point, so yeah, if you made it this far. Middlesbrough badge, Magic Moment half. I think these are a thing where they're just cut in half and you have to build them up with the other side of it, but I can't quite work out what that is. It's Cash Story, it's team that plays in red. I can't work out who they are or who's in the picture, to be honest. But it being in half probably doesn't help. Gillingham badge, I think we might have got that already, but I'm not quite sure. Preston kits. Oh, next City player, George Tanner. What a he's mustard, isn't he? 300 grand from Carlisle, and he is just mustard. Like he's so consistent, and probably, I'm not saying this because I'm a City fan, but he's probably one of the best one-on-one defenders in the league. Like he's brilliant, and yeah, nice to get George Tanner and squad time from our lot. That's a good start. I don't know how many players Championship teams are in the collection, but it's probably about 10 or so from each team, I'd say, possibly more. Might be a full 11. Elite Victor Johansson, one of the best goalkeepers in the league. No question about that. Michael Cheek again, but this time in just normal player form. And so that's a League 2 double. That's a Walsall and I think it's Bromley double. Yeah, so that's that. Luton Town badge. Ilias Chair. He was a bowler, wasn't he, a couple of seasons ago? But I think he scored yesterday. So maybe Julian Stefan at QPR can unlock his, because he's on his day. He's a hell of a player. Ilias Chair. Matty Pollock from Watford. So, yeah, we're rattling through these now. 23 minutes in. Nearly 23 minutes. Coming up to 23 minutes. Absolutely cooking on all firing on all cylinders. Now look at this. 3 badges in a row. Alright? MK Dons, Wickham, and Charlton. And they're all upside down, I think. He's upside down, isn't he? Old, who is that? Kane Ramsey from Cheltenham. And Matt Target from Middlesbrough. Interesting. 3 badges in a row, and they're all different. So that's a shout. On to the next one. I think we've probably got about 20 left. Possibly more. So, yeah, this is going to be like a 40-minute video. So, yeah, enjoy this if you're watching it on a really cold and wet and horrible Sunday night. Christoph Clara from Birmingham. He's a good defender, isn't he? Coventry City Stadium, CBS Arena now, I think it's called, isn't it? It was obviously the Rico, but they're on fire this season, and Lampard definitely got a massive tune out of them. And it feels like they haven't won the league yet, but it feels like if they carry on the same trajectory, nobody's catching them, are they? Thanks to the parachute teams in the Championship just not being this is a brilliant card, by the way. What a baller. He scored hat-trick, by the way, in this North London derby today. Eberici Eze raised in the EFL. And we actually had him on trial. And apparently, I think he turned us down, or something wasn't quite there. But he could have played for Bristol City. But instead, he's played for QPR and then Crystal Palace, and now he's like one of Arsenal's best players. So, what a baller! That's a hell of a card to get, along with Bayo and Twine and George Tanner. I think that's a Lincoln double. up the Imps. And Ibu Adams, who Derby fans absolutely love. He's just an absolute engine, isn't he, in the midfield? Ibu Adams. Next one. But yeah, nice to get... brilliant to get Eberechi Eze. That's a hell of a pull. We're doing well. So I think we've had a lot of luck so far. And I've just my desk is just absolutely rammed full of crap. Shrewsbury and Notts County double, interesting. George McEachran's, that's I think that's Grimsby, and Newport Town, Grimsby Newport Town double. Stanley Mills of Oxford. George Abbott and Magnus Vestergaard from Wickham, not bad. Rian Brewster from Derby, he might get back to the levels he was putting out at Swansea when he had that loan spell on loan from Liverpool. But after that 20 million transfer to Sheffield United, he's just not been the same, has he? He's really not. And maybe he hasn't had a fair crack at the whip, but yeah, he's not been the player he was. Another badge, Newport badge, Sheffield United badge. A lot of badges going on at the moment. I just love badges. Get a badge in. Papi Mendy from Nam Palace Mendy from Watford. Casper Yander from Southampton. Tonda Eckert, by the way, 3 wins and 3. And that was Lewis O'Brien on the cover. I just got him, and it was definitely the same player, so I got that right. Excellent ball on me. Excellent ball knowledge, Adam. Excellent ball knowledge. That's that one. We're still going on this. Like, this is crazy. Why have I bought a whole box of these? Mason Burstow and Thierry Gale from, I think that's Bolton. Not bad. Paul. Elite Gus Harmer. So you've actually got Gus Harmer in Elite and Gus Harmer Standard sticker now. So we just love Gus Harmer. Greg Lee from Oxford. Joshua Kwashi from Southampton. I probably just butchered his name. Mark Bowler from Watford. I think scored against us the other week. But that was a hard point from our end on that game. We deserve the point as well. And we're literally threadbare. I mean, Stuber's playing a flat. Well, I suppose it's kind of like a 3-5-2, and he's playing he's literally playing, and Viner's kind of inverting it as a sort of defensive midfielder from the back three, but he's got a midfield three of Adam Randall, Scott Twine, and Anis Mehmeti, and Anis Mehmeti's on fire, by the way, 3 assists yesterday, but Struber's just he is just bonkers, and 2 up front as well in Sinclair Armstrong and Emil Reese. It's just mental. It's just vibes FC. We could literally win. It is a case of if you score 3, we'll probably score 4. And that hasn't really happened this season. We've sort of just we seem to be solid defense. Oh, and I've got my first. Sorry, I've gone off a bit of a tangent, but it can't get any worse than that, can it? A Swindon and a Gashead double. That's toilet paper. We're not even going to talk about that. Salford, Matet Jurasek, one of Ben Napper's outstanding signings, no doubt. Sorry if you're Ben Napper or Matet Jurasek watching this. You might be a good player. There's a chance you're probably a good player, but it's just not working at Norwich right now, is it? Dara Costello and Yusuf Hungbo from Wigan. That's an interesting double. And Ollie Skip from Leicester. Nice. Not bad at all. And less said about that Swindon Gashead double there, the better. That's getting used on the bog later. No doubt. Oh! Elite J Stansfield. Scored yesterday for the Blues. Not bad. Rob Apter is a double. I'm pretty sure I got him earlier, so that's going on this makeshift double pile I've got over here. Ben Brereton Diaz, obviously he changed his name to chucked a Spanish surname in there and was unreal that season, and then got his move to, was it Nottingham Forest or Sheffield United? It was another big team. It was one of the big teams, one of the bigger teams in the Championship. No disrespect to Blackburn, but because Blackburn obviously were a massive club back in the day, and obviously had the spell in. I think they came second. Did they win the title in 1995? Were they second or something like that? With Alan Shearer and stuff. But yeah, Ben Brereton Diaz, dangerous player on his day. I still remember there was a game, it was a City game a few years ago, where Benarous kicked his boot away because his boot came off, and Benarous just kicked it like miles downfield. And that just made like half of Ashton Gate just burst out laughing. It was crap. It was class. But obviously, Eamon Benarous is now at Plymouth. I think he's got injured again. Like there's not. He's probably one of the most unlucky players that I've known come out of City Academy in terms of injuries, and we've had a few. Bradford double, Sarkovic, Matt Ritchie. I didn't even know he played for Reading. And Jack Marriott as well. The two like back in like 10 years ago. Those two like, if you had Ritchie on the wing and Marriott up front, you would be serious in the at championship level. Sorry, excuse me. Bradford double, Bolton double. This is honking in it. William Williamson, Birmingham, Oliver Burney. He's on fire this season. And Gelhart's also putting up numbers for Hull as well. Those two, yeah. Hull are doing really well this season, considering the antics going on with Mr. Illy Charlie and the sort of, I think they've got a soft embargo as well. But yeah, that's Pompey kits. Nice. Blimmin' half an hour in already. Like, couldn't go any slower if I cried, could I? Tandari Deriqua from the Lincoln. Militin Osmajic from Preston. I believe he's serving his 10-game ban, isn't he? He's got a 10-game ban or something like that. I think he's out to basically the game before New Year's Eve. But yeah, Preston's forward there. Got double from Leyton Orient. Got Harry Darling, who was always going to sign for whoever Manning. If Manning was with us, he would have signed for us, but he obviously went to Norwich. And then we got the Ed Sheeran's 2 kits, Ipswich Town kits there with the Halo sponsor. Yeah, there's so much stuff. There's so much rubbish on my desk. I will clear it up later on. Charlton Town, MK Dons doubles. Matet Urasec again. That's another duplicate. I'm going to pop them over there. Kean Spence and Sean McWilliams from, I think, who's that? Is that? Oh, that's Rotherham. That's Rotherham's badge, isn't it? They've got a gold badge now. It's pretty cool. Joe Bryan, ex-City. Nice to get him. And I believe that's a Brewers Burton Albion double. So yeah, interesting. Nice to get Joe Bryan. City legend. I'll always remember him scoring that goal in the pizza trophy or whatever they called it back in the day against the Gas when J. Emmanuel Thomas scored that screamer as well. Magic moment. I've got Bailey there. I don't know who that is in terms of the club, but yeah, these sort of half stickers are pretty cool. Hugo Furuhashi from Birmingham. He looks like, I mean, they spent a lot of money on him, but he was banging him in, wasn't he, in the SPL for Selwick last season. Plymouth double, another Bradford double, and another Wigan double. Like, yeah, that was not great. I can't lie. That was a bit meh. It's going to go on. This is going to be an hour-long video. Well, hopefully not, but I reckon if I'm done with him by 45 minutes, I've had a good innings. We've had a good innings if we're done by 45 minutes. Jay Lynch and Zach Medley. That's a Fleetwood double and a Harrogate Town double. Exeter double. QPR player. Who's that? Kieran Morgan. Brodie Spencer of Oxford and Emiliano Marcondes of Norwich. Look at this part. I don't know if you can see this, but look at that in the corner of my camera. That is mental. I don't know how many we've got left now. It's just like, I'm still yet to pull like a big, like a City Shiny or something like that. I want a City Shiny. That's what I want. Yeah, Grimsby and MK Dons double. Got Deschamps Bernard. I'm pretty sure we got him already, but I'll have to double check. I'm pretty sure we got him. I'm 99% sure, but I'm not putting him on the duplicates pile because in case I'm the 1%, I'm actually wrong about that. But I think he was one of our first pulls actually. Yeah, another Burton Albion double. Zidane Inusa from Swansea. 3-0. Carl Washford from Coventry. He's a good goalkeeper, isn't he? I think he's on loan from Brighton, but he's probably one of the best goalkeepers in the league, alongside Victor Johansson. And City biased, I will put forward Radek Vitek. Now, elite David McGoldrick. What a boy. What a player. Dan Kemp and Harvey, I think that's a Stevenage double. And we got, yes, my boy, Anis Vermetti. What a pull. We've got Anis and Twiney. We've got Anis and Twiney now, so we've got our two sort of number 10s. And George Tanner. So we've got 3 City players already. We're doing all right. Jack Rodoni and Zach Swanson of Pompey. So yeah, we're picking up some players. I can't lie. I'm gonna have a sip of water a minute. I've got a tickly throat. Four. Yeah. Oh, Kenny McLean, shiny of Norwich. He scored a hell of a goal, didn't he, for Scotland in the Euro qualifying? I mean, they're actually on the plane now, aren't they? They're going to go to the World Cup next summer. Double back-to-back shinies. Matt Grimes as well. Another Plymouth double. I felt like I've seen that card for Callum Doyle of Wrexham, and a Blackpool double. Niall Ennis and Dale Taylor. Interesting, not bad. Good to get those 2 shinies. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think we're down to our last sort of 12, 13 packs. So we are going to potentially hit the hour mark here, and this has been an absolute marathon. I mean, I'm going to go straight. I'm probably going straight to bed after this, because this is just like this is. If you made it this far, like, I'm struggling by this point. So Pierce Charles of Sheffield Wednesday, Matty Stevens of I think that's AFC Wimbledon, Morgan Whittaker, he's a baller from Middlesbrough, Bradford double, Liam Palmer, a couple of Wednesday players in that pack. Couple of Wednesday players. It's good for them that, I mean, I'm stating the obvious here, but it's good that they've got their club back. I know they're in administration, and I know it's fairly likely that they will be relegated this season, but you just hope that when the new owner comes in that they can bounce back. AFC Wimbledon badge. Regan Hendry of Mansfield, shiny. Maxim Talaverov of Stoke. Sam Smith of Wrexham, not the singer, the forward that plays for Wrexham. Charlie McNeil, another Sheffield Wednesday player. We're going through Sheffield Wednesday players at the moment. Moving on. I knew I'd get him at some point. He used to score against everyone, Billy Sharp, but that's a Doncaster double, and Billy Sharp is one of them. That's a Grimsby Town, and I think that's an Oldham. Yeah, that's Oldham. So Grimsby Town, Oldham double. Stanley Mills, I'm pretty sure that's a dupe. Luke Cundall of Millwall, and Bolton double again. We've had a few Bolton doubles, haven't we, over the course of this duration of this video. Yeah. 4. That's a pull. The Church, Ashton Gate, get in. Come on, we've got Ashton Gate. I was only there yesterday. I only went to church yesterday, and it was an absolute procession. Abdul Fatawu of Leicester, he's a player. Tom James, that's a Leighton Orient double. Anis Vermetti dupe. So we had Ashton Gate and Anis Vermetti in the same pack. That's unbelievable. Right, Vermetti's going on the dupes pile, and my brother can have him. That's class. That's class. Luton double. So I think we've just about got 6 or 7 left. So we're almost at the end. It's been an absolute marathon. I will stick them in. I will upload this tonight, possibly whilst I'm sleeping. It's not going to be edited. I'll just upload it straight to YouTube. Bang, bosh. Probably share it on my Instagram or something like that. And yeah, hopefully, if it gets more than 5 views, of which none of you have got to this point, then fair enough. Like, fair play. Reading badge. Sam Nombe. I think he's ex-Exeter, isn't he? And I think he's at Rotherham now. But yeah, nice card that. We've got the Hawthorns, West Brom Stadium. Got Steffi Mavididi. We've got Fatawu and Steffi Mavididi. We've got the front two from two of the wingers from Leicester, and Kiefer Moore as well. So not bad. That's not bad. Kiefer Moore. Not looking forward to facing him. Actually, I'm looking forward to facing him on Wednesday. I'm just not really looking forward to playing Wrexham because obviously them being Disney FC and the money going into that club. They spent loads this season as well. And they're actually doing. They've picked up of late. But yeah, Chesterfield and I don't like. Who is that team? Like, is that No, I can't work out. Is that Barnet? I don't know. Sorry guys, I don't. For some reason, the badge just doesn't like. I recognise it, but I can't name who it is. Like, this is shocking. But Oldham and I think that's Cheltenham Town. I'm knackered. Forgive me. Double. We got the Liberty Stadium. It's probably called something else now, isn't it? But yeah, 3-0. Bolton double, and I've got this guy 3 times. Like, can this guy, like, seriously, Melker Vidal, like, 3 times I've packed him. So one of them's definitely getting used as bog roll. Not that you would get far with these stickers being the size. I've just dropped them on the floor in terms of bog roll because they're not that big. But yeah, we're coming to the end. After this packet, Avon packet, I think I said 6 or 7 more, but I think we've actually still got 6 or 7 more. So I've miscounted previously, which is well done, Adam. You're doing really well today, aren't you? Charlie Webster, shiny from Burton Albion. Another League 2 double, Fleetwood Town, and that team again. Nathan Broadhead, Matt Clark, Derby, and Caleb Akoli from Leicester. Yeah, not bad. I'm still after, like, you know, City shiny or the Semenyo card or Harry Kane. If we can get Harry Kane racing the EFL, like that'd be legendary. Josh Edwards of Charlton, an Exeter double, Crew Alexander's badge. I'm just rattling through these now. Nathaniel Phillips of West Brom, and Camille Negley of Millwall. Not bad pulls, I must admit. Not bad. Still, we've had a good session. I think we've had a good session, but we're still waiting for the big one. We still want that big. We still want a Harry Kane or the Antoine Semenyo or the City shiny. As we pick up another League 2 set of doubles and another League 2 set of doubles and a Jack Redoney Elite. That's a pretty good card to get. I don't know if we got him already. I feel like we might have done, but I've just lost track at this point. Rotherham double. Ben Mee is definitely a duplicate. Like, talk about Sean Dyche, like right hand man. Like, Ben Mee is like we definitely packed him earlier. I know we did for a fact. Next one, we haven't got much left. Oh, I've just seen who's in this. He's I think he might be having a party somewhere in Italy nowadays, but we've just got Jamie Vardy raised in the EFL. What a pull! Oh, and a Luke Molyneux shiny from Doncaster as well. This is a hell of a pack. I don't know whose badge that is. Yeah, sorry. I don't know who they are. I actually don't know who they are. I keep up with the Southern Championship and a little bit of League 1, but League 2 I just don't know. Like, these might even be League 1 team, but yeah, I've got them, whoever they are. Sorry if you support them. I'm sorry if I've just offended you and you're watching this. Like, got Jolo, ex-City. And why don't you come on over, Valerie? Don't do that again. From Sheffield Wednesday. Yana Valerie. We're pretty close to the end now. It's been a marathon. Like, this has actually probably been nearly as hard as the half marathon I ran, not this year, last year. So we got another League Two set of doubles. Emi Martinez raising the EFL. That's a pull. That's a hell of a pickup. That's a good one to get. Watford badge, Doncaster double, and Max Johnston of Derby County. I think we have got in this mighty box. We've got 2 left. The last 2. If you made it this far, have a beer on me. Like, seriously. Next time you see me, I'll buy you a pint if you've made it this far. But yeah, last 2. And then we're out of here. I believe that's Jimmy Dunn of QPR. Shiny. Yes. Lewis Travis of Derby. Leicester City badge. Brereton Diaz is definitely a dupe. And Jaden Philly Jean of Ipswich. What a baller, by the way. He's a hell of a player. But yeah, Brereton Diaz is definitely a double, so that's going on dupes pile. Right. Last one. Let's go out with a bang. Give me something good. Come on. Just seen we got the Barnsley badge. That's okay, but it's not what we're after. Barnsley badge. Shrewsbury badge. The Riverside. Luke Cundall. And what an item to finish on. The West Brom kits. But yeah. It's been a marathon. It was funny how we got Swansea and Cardiff, one of Cardiff's best players in the first couple of packs. And then we got that Swindon Town and Bristol Rovers double. But yeah, we've got a few City players. I've got a huge pile of these. Like, goodness knows, like, look at the size of it. Like, wow. Like, I've got to go for all of that and stick them in later. But yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure to do a video again. And it's been an absolute marathon, and I'm tired, and I'm just gonna hit the finish recording button and head to bed after this. It's been we had a proper session yesterday after we beat Swansea, and yeah, I'm a bit hungover, a bit ropey. I did watch the North London derby, and it's been a good Sunday, and yeah, back on the grind tomorrow, and sort of what will be the last few weeks before Christmas, and yeah. Cheers all. Take it steady. Look after yourself. Yeah, just keep plugging away at life. Keep enjoying things. And yeah, I might see you all again soon, and I might give you an update in terms of my collection. But yeah, how long this is going to go on for, I don't know. It's probably just going to be one of these trends that dies out within a few months. But you never know. I might end up collecting the whole book. God knows how much it's going to cost. But yeah, it's been a pleasure. Thank you all. And yeah, take it steady and have a good one. Bye bye.